Imagine a place so unique it feels like another planet, where the landscape is so surreal it blurs the line between reality and fantasy. Picture an island that has remained almost unchanged for millions of years, a living relic of Earth's ancient past. Here, trees bleed red sap like something out of a myth, and the land is dotted with bizarre, prehistoric plants found nowhere else on Earth. The people who call this place home live in harmony with their wild surroundings, following traditions passed down through countless generations. This is Socotra, Yemen's hidden jewel in the Indian Ocean. Isolated for millions of years, it has become a sanctuary for rare life forms and ancient cultures, untouched by the rush of modern life. Getting here is an adventure in itself. The journey takes you far from the familiar, across vast seas and rugged terrain, to a world that feels suspended in time, where every step is a discovery. Socotra is a living museum, its landscape sculpted by wind and sea, shaped by nature's patient hand. Every rock and tree tells a story of survival and adaptation, echoing the island's ancient origins. The air here is pure and invigorating, scented with the fragrance of rare plants and the salty tang of the sea. Silence reigns, broken only by the whisper of the wind and the calls of birds soaring overhead, creating a sense of peace that's hard to find elsewhere. Socotra's isolation has protected its unique life forms, allowing evolution to run wild and free. Over a third of its plant species exist nowhere else, making the island a treasure trove for scientists and nature lovers alike. The Socotri people, guardians of this extraordinary land, live deeply connected to the rhythms of the island and the sea. Their lives are shaped by ancient knowledge, passed down through stories, songs, and daily rituals. Meeting them reveals the true magic of Socotra: resilience, adaptation, and the enduring power of nature and community. Their wisdom and warmth are as remarkable as the island itself. I came here driven by curiosity, eager to see if the legends of an untouched world were true. What I found was a place that exceeded every expectation, a land where time seems to stand still. What I discovered was more than beauty. It was a lesson in hope, survival, and the importance of preserving our planet's last wild places. Socotra reminds us that there are still wonders left to discover, hidden corners of the world where nature and humanity exist in rare harmony, waiting to inspire those who seek them. Socotra's most iconic resident isn't an animal, but the dragon's blood tree, Dracaena cinnabari. With its thick, twisting branches and dense crown, this tree stands as a symbol of the island's otherworldly beauty and resilience. These umbrella-shaped trees with their crimson sap look like something from a sci-fi film. Their silhouettes dot the horizon, casting strange shadows across the rocky plateaus, making the landscape feel almost unearthly. The resin, called dragon's blood, has been prized for centuries as dye, medicine, and even in magic. Local legends say it holds mystical powers, and its deep red color has inspired awe and curiosity for generations. Walking among these ancient trees feels sacred, as if you're in the presence of wise old beings. Their gnarled trunks and sprawling canopies create a cathedral-like atmosphere, inviting quiet reflection and wonder. The Socotri people respect these trees, knowing they're vital to the island's ecosystem, providing shade, preventing erosion, and supporting life. Generations have depended on their shelter and the resources they offer, weaving the trees into their culture and daily lives. Once, traders from Egypt, Greece, and Rome sailed here for the precious resin, making Socotra a key player in ancient trade. The island's fame spread far beyond its shores, its dragon's blood resin coveted in distant lands for its rarity and value. Today, these forests face threats. Climate change is drying the island, and young trees struggle to survive. The delicate balance that has sustained these trees for millennia is now at risk, as rainfall becomes scarce and temperatures rise. Without action, these alien forests could vanish forever. The loss would be more than ecological. It would erase a living link to the island's ancient past and its unique identity. Protecting the dragon's blood tree means preserving Socotra's entire magical ecosystem. Countless rare plants and animals depend on these trees, and their survival is tied to the fate of the whole island. It's a global challenge, but one worth taking on. Conservationists, scientists, and local communities are joining forces, determined to ensure these forests endure for generations to come. These trees are living witnesses to history, and their survival is our responsibility. They remind us of nature's resilience, but also its fragility in the face of change. Socotra's future depends on what we do now. The choices we make today will shape the fate of this extraordinary place and its legendary trees. Will we let this wonder disappear, or will we rise to protect the alien forests of Socotra for generations yet to come? The Socotri people are as extraordinary as their island. Their ancient language, Socotri, is passed down orally, a living link to the past. Their lives revolve around herding, fishing, and farming, guided by nature's rhythms. Their deep knowledge of local plants and animals is essential for survival. Hospitality is central. Visitors are welcomed with goat's milk or dates, a reminder of shared humanity. Family and community are everything. Villages are close-knit, decisions made by respected elders. Life here moves slowly, with a sense of peace and belonging. Children learn traditional skills from a young age, growing up surrounded by nature. Socotri culture is rich in songs, dances, and stories, fragile treasures at risk as the modern world encroaches. Preserving their language and traditions is as vital as saving the island's biodiversity. The Socotri way of life is the soul of Socotra. To visit is to learn, respect, and be changed. Their wisdom is a gift to all who listen. Socotra is called the Galapagos of the Indian Ocean for good reason. Its isolation has created a sanctuary for unique plants and animals, over a third found nowhere else. The dragon's blood and bottle trees are just the start. Reptiles, birds, and insects here are one of a kind. Pristine coral reefs teem with life. Fish, turtles, dolphins, even whales. Local fishermen use traditional, sustainable methods, living in harmony with the sea. Socotra's biodiversity is why it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a treasure for all humanity. But this treasure is fragile, threatened by climate change and invasive species. Protecting Socotra means careful management and sustainable tourism. Its living laboratory of evolution must endure for generations to come. Leaving Socotra's wild beauty, we journey to Yemen's mainland, home to another treasure, the coffee bean. Yemen is the birthplace of coffee, where it was first cultivated and transformed into the drink we know today. The terraced highlands, carved into mountainsides, are a testament to centuries of agricultural ingenuity. Here, some of the world's finest coffee grows, shaped by altitude, climate, and tradition. The port of Mocha once supplied the world, giving its name to the famous Mocha coffee. Every cup traces its roots to these ancient terraces. Yemeni coffee is more than a crop, it's a symbol of national pride and heritage. Farmers here are custodians of a centuries-old tradition, growing coffee organically and sustainably. To explore Yemen's coffee culture is to discover the soul of the nation. Legend says Yemeni coffee began with a curious goat herder named Khaldi, who noticed his goats became lively after eating red berries. Monks soon discovered the berries helped them stay awake during prayers, and the art of brewing coffee was born. Yemen fiercely guarded its coffee monopoly, roasting beans before export to prevent planting elsewhere. The port of Mocha became the world's coffee capital, its fame built on this magical bean. Yemeni coffee's unique taste comes from high-altitude sun-dried beans, often processed with the fruit cherry intact. The result, a cup that's aromatic, intense, with notes of chocolate, fruit, and spice. Coffee here is more than a drink. It's a symbol of hospitality and community. The craft of growing, roasting, and brewing is passed down through generations. To taste Yemeni coffee is to experience centuries of tradition in every sip. It's a story told in aroma and flavor, not just words. Yemeni coffee is heritage in a cup. In Yemen, coffee is more than just a beverage. It's a cherished ritual that weaves together history, hospitality, and daily life. For centuries, Yemenis have gathered to share kahwa, passing down traditions from one generation to the next. The ritual begins with the careful roasting of green coffee beans over an open flame, a process that fills the home with a rich, earthy aroma. The crackling sound of beans roasting is as much a part of the experience as the scent itself. Once roasted, the beans are ground by hand, often with fragrant spices like cardamom or ginger. This blend is then brewed slowly in a long-spouted pot called a jabina, allowing the flavors to meld and deepen. The coffee is poured from a height into small handleless cups, a technique that aerates and cools the drink, while also showcasing the host's skill and care. Served strong and black, kahwa is often accompanied by sweet dates or dried fruits. Offering coffee and dates to guests is a time-honored gesture of welcome and respect. Tradition holds that the first cup is for the soul, the second for the sword, and the third for the guest, each cup symbolizing a deeper connection between host and visitor. Coffee time is a cherished moment for conversation, storytelling, and laughter. It's when families and friends come together, sharing news, memories, and wisdom. In the afternoons, many enjoy quiche, a spiced drink made from coffee husks, ginger, and cinnamon. Quiche is lighter than traditional coffee, yet just as flavorful, and is often served during gatherings or as a refreshing break. In Yemeni homes, nothing from the coffee plant is wasted. The husks are saved for quiche, and every part of the bean finds a purpose, reflecting a deep respect for the land and its bounty. Whether it's a cup of kahwa or quiche, each sip is a journey into Yemeni culture, a taste of tradition, hospitality, and community. The ritual of coffee connects generations, linking the past with the present and creating memories that last a lifetime. It's a performance, a celebration, and a heartfelt welcome all in one, an essential part of Yemeni identity. In Yemen, coffee is truly the heart of hospitality, a symbol of warmth and togetherness that endures through time. Yemen is often seen through the lens of conflict, but its true story is one of beauty, history, and resilience. From Socotra's alien landscapes to ancient coffee terraces, Yemen's wonders are treasures for the world. Socotra's biodiversity and Yemen's coffee traditions are legacies that must be protected. The challenges are real, but so is the hope. Appreciating Yemen's heritage is an act of solidarity and respect. By learning about its culture, we build bridges of understanding. Let's not let Yemen's story be defined by struggle alone. Instead, let's celebrate its enduring spirit, its wonders, and its people. Yemen's soul is resilient, beautiful, and worthy of admiration. Exploring Socotra and Yemen's coffee lands reveals a world few have seen, a world of secrets and wonder. These stories challenge perceptions and invite us to look deeper. You can be an explorer from home. Read, watch, and listen to Yemen's stories. Support ethical tourism and buy authentic Yemeni coffee to help preserve this heritage. Every small act supports families and traditions. Yemen's story is still being written, one of resilience, beauty, and hope. By learning and sharing, we help ensure its wonders endure. Let Socotra's magic and Yemeni coffee's aroma inspire you. Discover the unseen Yemen, a land of depth, spirit, and treasures waiting to be found. The journey begins with curiosity and an open heart.